Recording in progress.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Go. One more time. 5, 4, 2, go.
Good afternoon and greetings to you all out there on the Primal 4K app and also on Fit FM 96.7 right here in Jamaica. Welcome to Primal Sports. I'm your host, Dale.
And I'm Kane the Shrub Watson. Again, you know what time it is. It's time for Primal Sports Center. And we have a jam-packed show again this week. I mean, as always. Who are our guests today, Dale?
Yes, obviously we're going to check in with the Eric Bell Center. Gensec, Joseph Dibbs, will be giving us an update on the Davis Cup that's currently going on right now. Also, we have the big Olympian, Aleen Bailey. She will join us in about 10 minutes.
You know, track and field season is, I wouldn't say right around the corner, but it's already started because we see the likes of Elaine Thompson running somewhere there in Europe. We have the juniors running at the Youngster Goldsmith today. And I mean, we always look forward to track and field season because, you know, we're big on tracks.
Just coming from the stadium, and I can tell you, a lot of people.
Electric.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, but big Davis Cup tie.
Yes.
Group 2, Jamaica versus Estonia at the Eric Bell Tennis Center. Guys, if you have the time, please go down there and lend your support to Team Jamaica. We're trying to qualify into Group 1. But first, we have to defeat Estonia, and we're on home court playing in this Group 2 Davis Cup tie. And as
quarterfinals.
Yeah, as Dale said, we'll be checking in with the Gensec of the Tennis Association. Not too long from now, I know he's a former table tennis national champion, Joseph Dibbs.
And also, speaking of table tennis, we have our national trials going on currently at the moment here at the National Arena.
Over the weekend, probably that's why we won't be there tomorrow at the Eric Bell Tennis Center. But, you know.
And we'll have also coming up tomorrow will be the senior table tennis trials as well. So, you know, it's a big weekend for everybody, you know, both tennis, whether it's table tennis or the lawn tennis. But we should be hearing from Mr. Dibbs in just about a minute or so. Kane, let's stick on the topic of tennis. You know, great things happened last weekend. You know, greatness.
You gave Sissipas a 40% chance.
Yes, I gave him a chance, but you know, a chance is a chance. You still have to give people a chance. But it was a kind of disappointing final for me. I thought it would have been a little bit closer. Novak Djokovic won in 3 straight sets. You know, putting himself distancing himself from both Nadal and Federer.
How you get distancing? I mean,
he's moving himself more and more away from the two goats.
I mean, that's number 22. It's no joint equal with Nadal. I mean,
yes,
he has never single hold the record for most majors. Few people can claim that.
Later on in the show, I'm going to reel out some stats to show you that the Joker is actually the real big man in tennis.
But it's you know, nobody disputed that. He's definitely, I mean, one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But you can't go off stats alone, as we said. Okay. Numbers on a sheet don't paint the whole story because not to just switch sports, LeBron will be the all-time leading scorer in a couple of matches.
Yes.
What does that mean? He's the greatest?
No, you're talking about a team sport, individual sports.
Individual sport, you can use stats alone.
The stat that we use in individual sports is wins and losses.
Oh, in individual sport.
In individual sports, we use wins and losses. Okay. You know, and I'm going to share with the audience out there the stats for Novak Djokovic. And we're not looking at those Grand Slams alone. We're going to look at the ATP.
Okay, but you just said something a while ago.
Yes.
Since you got to the stats, later on in the show, I want you to tell the people who has the highest win percentage in lawn tennis history.
Currently, no. Yeah. I think you should check that stat.
Yeah, no, but I mean, later on in the show, you break it down. You tell us.
I think Novak...
Because you're saying wins and losses, but you're trying to...
No, wins and losses. Let us just... I would have touched briefly before Mr. Dibbs joined us here on Primal. let us first look at the head-to-head. He's still leading in the head-to-head. He's leading Federer. He's leading Nadal in the head-to-head matchup. So in terms of wins, he's ahead in that category. When you look at ATP finals, he has 6 grand finals. Nadal has 0. You know who's tied for first with him? Federer. Federer has 6. Novak has 6. So in each, you have many different categories that you will see that Novak might be distancing himself from Nadal, and in another stat, you find that he's distancing himself from Federer.
Well, so I want to hear these stats later on in the show but you can't use those terms, distancing.
I want to give you one stat, one more stat for Novak in his favor. When you look at the ATP 1000 Masters. He's the only man to have won on all 9 surfaces, nine tournaments, to have won all 9 tournaments 2 times. But 2 times.
That just
nobody has ever even done it once.
That just tests his durability.
It's not just durability. It's about versatility. This guy is versatile.
No doubt, obviously. We know he's versatile.
No, so he has accomplished something that Nadal and Federer has not even won 8. He has won 9 twice.
It sounds like...
Bring some out.
Hold on.
Bring some out. Everybody bring some out.
Mr. Dibs.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dibs.
Welcome to Primal.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you're down by the Earth Bell Tennis Center as we speak.
Yes, I am.
Tell us how the atmosphere is down there.
It's beautiful. This is the best tennis ever in Jamaica. I mean, it is. It is shocking. I'm going to show you the. I'm going to show you the reverse the screen and show you a little bit of what I am seeing.
Yeah.
You can hear the crowd.
Oh, yes. Sir. So the match has started already.
Yeah, it's the score is 2-1. 2 games to 1 answer.
Roland Phillips is starting the first match.
Yes, I did some refurbishing of the Arabelle Center. I think it's top of the line. Resurface is top of the line. Yeah. So they put in more stands and everything for spectators. Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. I think tennis is on the up and up.
I mean, to win this match would mean, on home surface.
Yes, man.
What it can do for tennis here in Jamaica.
Yes.
And, because these sports need to be highlighted more in the public, because we are here too, and we know sports, so we follow sports. But the average man doesn't know what's going on now at the Earth Bell Tennis Center, and I think the public needs to know more of stuff that's playing.
I see they're making an effort now, because over the week, I see it advertising more on the TV. I hear it on the radio station. So I think they're trying to market it a little bit better, which is good. I'm always the one who said, just push the sport them out there, make people come and watch.
Yeah, man, you need to be advertised all over on billboards. On radio stations, on the news, which we know it's publicized on sports news.
Mr. Dibs, you're back with us? Who is playing the first match, Ken?
Roland Phillips should be playing the first match.
Let me show you how it looks.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Look professional.
It's a professional setting.
Professional setting. Well, it's a Davis Cup tie. Is Roland Phillips playing the first match, Mr. Dibs?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. What's the score at this moment? He's on serve.
On serve. 2-1 on serve.
2-1 on serve. Yeah. So tell us, what do you think are our chances of moving on to the next round against this Estonia team?
Well, we have we expect Blaise Bicknell to take 2 matches.
Yeah.
And we want Roland, and we call him Randy Phillips, to take at least 1 for the doubles to take this tie.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking forward to. And things are happening. The stands are full. You saw it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see tennis. It's almost like a Jamaica playing USA or something in football, the kind of vibe we have down here.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes, man. I see you guys doing a good job though, marketing the sport some more. That's good.
Yeah, we'll be good too.
We're striving to make tennis the number 2 sport in Jamaica and the number 1 played sport.
Boy, behind table tennis.
I wanted that for table tennis, but I couldn't get the job done there. It wasn't enough cash in it. Tennis had a little more cash, so they spread around a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll check back in with you a little bit later. Is Blaze playing tonight?
Yeah, man, he's playing after this match.
Wow,
maybe after Primal.
So I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but maybe another couple of hours. I don't know how long you guys are on here.
All right. But the producer will check in with you and we'll have you back before the show. All
right. And when you guys finish the show, come on down.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be good for
how to cheer. Between the 3 of us, we don't need any crowd as usual. You know,
you know, we bring the vibes and the noise.
All right.
Okay. Thanks
Peace,
for studying. Yeah, man. Yeah, great things happening. Great things. It's something that I like. You know, when we can do everything right here. You know, we can have the state-of-the-art arenas for both badminton, table tennis, good courts for tennis,
indoor facilities.
I think we can do everything right here. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of cash flowing around.
Badminton is hosting the Pan Am Championships in April. Another big.
That's a big games as well.
Big games, big event. Davis Cup Tile Tennis, Pan Am Badminton Championships. I mean, these are high caliber events that we can do more of.
Yeah. Let us not wait any longer, because I see the Olympian is now with us. I would like to welcome Aleen Bailey, a former Olympian, to Primal. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, always bubbly personality from chat days, and I'm sure even now.
Yes, definitely. It's my signature. It's it goes with my smile sign. It's my signature thing, so I have to make sure I maintain it.
I'm not only me, but I speak for a lot of Jamaicans. You're one of our favorite athletes when we go out there and stay perform, and we can just see personal through the TV, and I'll be like, I want Aleen Bailey to go in.
I was about to say, who should remind you of? Shelly remind her. She's the original one.
The bubbly personality, so
the one that keeps the team together. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I am retired, trying to figure out life.
Probably should play some golf, because I see Garrett Bale retired now playing golf.
I played. It's like my new hobby now.
Golf.
Yes.
Yeah. Golf is. I wouldn't say golf is a retired sport, but golf is exciting. Yeah.
You get to get your. If you don't like workout, you walk.
Yeah. I mean, and you do a lot of running in your career already, so why go so fast again?
It's also peaceful too. You know, you think a lot on the course. You just by yourself, eh?
Yeah.
And the golf course here are beautiful. So you have like some on leagues and.
And you're in South Carolina.
I am, yes.
Yeah, this sounds countryish.
It is.
It is.
But the country I come from, so I don't know my
they're different. The Jamaica a different type of country than American country, but
it is.
Trust me. I've been to where I think it was Wisconsin one time. I couldn't deal with it.
It's like, cool.
Yeah, up in the boonies I can't. But hey, it's peaceful. Yeah. So. Dale,
why don't you take us back?
Us back.
How did it all started? Why don't you tell our young viewers how it started, how you got involved in track and field?
Yeah.
So track and field, I guess it just adapted me. So when I was in primary school, I used to fight enough. Come in little. Burn out some anger.
Yeah.
So I used to fight boys I used to fight boys, like pretty much just boys. I'm always fighting, and I think it was just straight from I was an older adult sexually violate me, and I didn't know how to process it, so I just processed it and just if you would look at me the wrong way or him touch me, war
right away.
So my teacher wanted to channel that anger, so she used to send me go outside to run, and I run. And then
Which school is this? Which school?
Hillside Primary in St. Mary.
St. Mary, okay.
And I just run. And then we usually have like a sports day, and they have like a cross country thing. So she make sure she signed me up because I used to run longer stuff. I started off running long stuff.
Yeah.
Like cross country, 8, 15, and then after a while, I developed asthma for some reason, so I couldn't do the longer stuff. So she put me down. She got me to do like the shorter stuff. So I used to do 400, 200, 100, and then sports day I was beating the boys, and the PE teacher at the time, they signed me up for little track meets and stuff. And then I went to parish champs, and I made the team for St. Mary. And then I go town. I like to think because you get to travel to Kingston. It grew from there. So I won every single thing. My first year of parish champs was not good, and I was vexed because we get beat. So I went back home and I trained hard. And I came back the rest of the year and just performed well. And then, Jamaica high school started seeing you and they start checking you out. So Manchester, I was dead set on going to Manchester until Vertec came and told me that I would stay in Merlin's Otis dorm.
Wow. That was the sales pitch.
Yes, man.
It was like, we'll get you. Merlin went to, because I knew Merlin went to Ver, and they was like, we'll make sure you're in the same dorm. She stayed in the same bunk bed she slept on. I was like, what?
Yeah, they set you upon the path of greatness.
Yeah, because I wanted to be that great. So I was like, yes, sold, I'm coming. And
you got Veer for that.
At 12, I moved from St. Mary to Clarendon because Veritech is a boarding school. So.
Yeah.
And then high school dominated. My first year in high school, Tula Robinson, every class, because you spend 2 years in each class.
Girl from Manchester, right? That short girl.
Yeah, so she was always a year. She's a year ahead of me. So the first year, every class I go into the first year, she killed me. But then the second year, I won. So I've won I've won in every class in high school.
You won in every class? At champs?
Yeah, at champs. Class 4.
You mean like class 4, class 3, class 2, class 1?
Yeah,
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
The problem is why we don't know somebody. Well, for me, because champs never merged at the time, right? It was girls.
No, it was girls and boys. Yeah, girls were separate.
Yeah, so that's news though. I didn't know you won in all 4 categories.
I didn't know. It's my friend Heather told me. I was like, what?
He was just running and just winning and just never realized at the time.
Apparently, I have the record, the Carifta record in the 100. And I was like, what?
Yes. Currently.
Yeah.
I still have that record.
Like, that's old.
Sometimes when you don't really follow them things, they actually perform better still.
When
you don't get caught up too much into the whole other things.
Accolades and be like, I need to.
And then expectations come on you, and then you start to put added pressure on yourself, and it just crumbles. It's best when you're innocent and you just go through.
Yeah, because in my professional career, I put too much pressure on myself because I was like, I need an individual medal. I don't have an individual medal. I need it. So I pushed myself so hard that like every year I heard something, or I missed the team by this much, or I missed a medal.
Okay, go ahead.
At 2004, I missed a medal by this much.
That was a 200, right?
Yes, in the 200.
That was Greece.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Greece. I remember. I jogging back the memory. I remember that race.
So that was your first. That was your first Olympics.
My first Olympics.
That was your first big tour.
My first big tour was, I think it was Seville, Spain. I ran on the 4x1 there.
1999. Yes.
99, and we got third.
Bronze. Okay.
Yeah. At that time, you were still in high school, area?
Yes, I was still in high school.
Yeah. 99, Spain.
Yeah, Seville. Yeah.
So how was it, running on the senior team and still in high school? I mean,
it was scary because back in my days, seniors weren't too lovely.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I have some questions, because that period of time, Merlin was still around, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you got to mix with I guess Merlin was your idol growing up.
Yes, but the craziest thing is she was super sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, we heard that before. That was who told us? Somebody came on the air and said Juliet Cuthbert. Yeah,
we spoke with Juliet.
Juliet a couple of episodes back, and she was explaining that people see Merlin and it's be like, Merlin has this
Standoffish,
but she said she's quite the opposite. Yeah. Once you get to know her, she's jovial and bubbly and like.
I was of the impression that Merlin was like a snob, you know.
Yeah, it was more standout.
Based on how they portrayed Merlin in the media and all of that. But that's good to hear.
Want to warm up for a race, you can't approach her.
Yeah, she's in the zone. Yeah,
in the zone, you don't mess with her. But 1996, I think it was Athens World Championship. Because they brought me because we were doing a promotion to get World Juniors to Jamaica. So I was like the junior that they brought to experience and then go around with, I think it was Herb McKinley. Oh, I was in heaven 96. Herb McKinley was the person that we toured around with.
Yeah.
Oh, the great Herb.
And then I got to, so Auntie Carmen, she does a lot of stuff with the athletes. May her rest in peace. We just buried her last month. But she, because I was hiding in the room because most of the seniors, the sprinter seniors were snobby. Like, what did bring that little dryad girl for?
Yeah.
I locked myself in the room. I wouldn't eat. And Dion Hemmings was my roommate. And Dion called Auntie Carmen and said, come get this little pitney because I don't want her to starve to death in here. Because she used to bring me food, but she was getting prepared for her race. So she was like, come pick her up every morning. Because she's like going to have to start going to the track and my food sources for a source of So Auntie Carmen came and got me and she was like, I Merlin and I are like close, I can get, so Merlin was warming up for the 100. I think it's the heats. The 100 finals, and Auntie Carmen brought me around there. And she was like so sweet and she made me run around and stretch with her. And then when she was walking to the call room, she gave me her bag and I was like carrying her bag like walked with her to the call room and like she was gonna win that 100. Like she was so focused. She was just gonna win. And then that horrible thing happened. She ran a whole 50 meters before they called the race back.
Oh yeah, that was the race. Yeah. And then to rerun.
Yeah.
All that energy just pent up. I mean, imagine just going down the track halfway and then be like,
change your mind.
So,
but it's good, but it's been good. It's been a good year because throughout the years I get to interact with everybody. Sandy Richards, I love her to death. She gave me my first pair of spikes because they like when Sandy had like a whole bunch of stuff. So and then they going on the circuit. So and she packed me up with a whole bunch of gear. I went back to Vertec, superstar. Like,
kit out.
Sandy Richards, is that
400
from former Jamaican girl?
Yeah, 400.
Ran for Clarendon College. She went to Clarendon.
Yeah.
Oh, Clarendon.
She ran
the 400 meters,
Okay.
I think she won a bronze. Which event she won a bronze? I can't remember, but I remember Sandy Richards running. Another bubbly personality.
So like all the hurdlers were so much fun. Like Lacina, Delary, Bridget.
That era.
Yeah, like they like because I was young, so like all of those me and the hurdler. You would think I was on hurdler because the hurdlers are way more mellow.
Sprinters are pent up more.
Yeah, so it was fun though. The experience was good, and like I just fell in love, and I was trying to get that individual medal, and just forgot why I started running.
Yeah, just for the fun of it. The love of it. Yeah.
Trying too hard.
I mean, but it turned into a professional career. I think the lanes kind of changed from growing up where, you just run because you can run. And you run for fun and you're good at this and win. But then now you put on a Jamaica colors now, world stages, and then the expectations. Sometimes you have to go back to the roots and say, hey, I'm good at this. So I just run.
Then with the company, if you don't run a specific thing or you don't place on something on the list at the end of the year, like they can cut. They cut it. Them cut it. If finish what they want, where they want it to finish, them just take a little change off of what you have.
Yeah.
But the little change is not really big.
But you're still in the history books doing it, because you guys won the first relay gold.
Yes.
In 2004. So
He was on the team.
That was a great accomplishment.
So it started to Sharon, to me, to Veronica. Beverly McDonald's ran the rounds. Mm-hmm. And the funniest thing is, a lot of people didn't know that Karen Stewart was there that year.
Yeah, as a junior as well.
A junior, yeah. So she and that was like Usain's coming out, that Usain first year, and
running with the chain in the mouth. And, remember that.
The poor baby was nervous. He was nervous.
I remember Jamaican people are so fickle at times. I remember they gave him
them crucify him.
Crucify him, and then now, I mean, you can't do not wrong 4 years later down the road.
Yeah, but I think because 2003 he made the team, but they chose not to let him run. But I think if the coaches had let him run 2003, he would have gotten over that.
That jitters, the young,
And then
2003 was Paris.
They took him out and put somebody else. Like they put like a senior in. I was like, because we were like, dude, let him run. Like let him get the experience, you know. But
I think that was the year with John Drummond and
Asaf laying on the track.
Laying on the track, yeah. And you were at that games as well too.
I was. I got 8th in the 100, and in the 200 I tore my hamstring. But that was good though. Well, because I mean, it was good and bad because I fell, and then I think Merlene was in the race with me, and she came back and she was like, because people were taking too long to come get me, and she was like bossing everybody around.
Yeah.
She had her therapist did like so. My recovery was quicker because she had like her trainer there, and he started rehab like right then. And it was cool. Like I was like, oh my gosh, she's biting up people for me.
People need to know more about Merlene as well. You know, we really need to. It's one of the legends of Jamaica. You know, definitely. We need to big her up some more still.
Yeah, so she's. I mean, like the craziest thing is she's done so much.
For so long.
And as I say, she probably did a lot of things that we, the public, don't really know about. You know, so
Merlene feel like she's been around for like 60 years.
I think Merlene was trying to run the last Olympics.
Yeah, she's
Merlene just loved running. I think she just love it.
Yeah. It makes her happy because when you take that away, you tend to lose yourself because it's all you know.
Yeah, that's what you grow up on. So,
so tell us about you now. What are you doing now? Are you still in track?
Yeah, I am coaching high school track.
High school track.
So
all the disciplines, or you have a specific?
I just coach from the 400 down. I had the sprint group. But
so you prefer to deal with kids than seniors? Or
I thought at first I prefer to deal with like kids that are between the age of 3 and 12.
Yeah.
3 and 12.
Because they're at that age where they're eager to learn and they don't easily get distracted, and all you have to do is make it fun and they'll do it.
Yeah.
After that, it's like they think they know everything, and then track here is different from Jamaica because high school will start from September and train.
Yeah.
Up here, we can't start anything until like January.
Yeah.
And then we start competing in March and trying to get like kids.
A small window.
Yeah, and a small.
Why is that though? The workload, they don't want to overwork.
I guess it's some law up here.
They
can't practice they can't do event specific. So I can't teach them blocks between September and February, the first week of February.
And that's specific to that age group.
It's high school kids.
High school kids.
That I coach now, and it's hard to. Because literally, I have to be teaching them stuff they should have learned when they were 3.
Yeah.
And because Jamaica, we start learning off a drill
from
balance on one leg and one hand. The balance is stressful.
I don't think Jamaica is so far from that, reaching that point, because I'm seeing it more and more now these days.
In terms of?
The same thing, I don't know your left from your right.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's getting to that point.
Too much video games.
Yes, and their balances and their hand-eye coordination is just off.
Yeah.
So So you have to literally, so I'm teaching them that while trying to get them fit and in shape to be ready to run. And then trying to get them, because like, no Karen as fast as the Jamaican them. It's like, no, Jamaicans are different. I was
How different?
So how we're different? Yeah, y'all are killers. Like, yeah. So can I get you to get that killer instinct? That's what I'm trying to get you to.
And then you have a 3-month window, you said, to do all of this.
Yeah.
January instead of all year round. Because in Jamaica, it's like there's no off season really.
So, and then summer, they don't do high school track. They have to do so they go to a track club.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of summer track clubs, but then I'll teach them the correct stuff and they get it. And then they go to their summer coach and
different thing.
And then I'm trying to build their confidence. And then because one of my kids, because I was like, we're going to do yoga on Wednesdays just to relax and chill. And she mentioned it to our summer coach. And it's like, I'm not doing that.
Well, yoga is good.
Yeah. I want them to stretch and meditate and stuff and little things that I'll tell them that we're going to do. Other coaches and then I'm telling my kids when we know your kids running and you're talk, you give them the pep talk and and you get them ready and up here coaches tend to go talk to your kid and me can't juke off nobody face because I'm going to go jail.
Yeah.
Are you talking to my kid? And I was and then that confidence that I built
is just destroyed in the summer and then to rebuild again January. Yeah. It's like you go up, you can imagine getting a breakthrough to a kid and then the kid comes back to you in January, be like, I have to start over again. So I guess you face a lot of challenges there.
Yeah, because I look at how fast our kids are running. I'm like, yo, kids and boys 400 meter runners are learning 46, 45 Jamaica. You can't do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, coach, I can.
Let me ask you something. You don't think that our kids running fast too early?
No, the thing is, they're not. It's just the transition part.
What transition are you talking about now? To the senior?
From junior to senior.
From junior to senior. The transition part. Sometimes that's the issue, and then the only thing that I don't agree with high school in Jamaica is having the kids lift heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been preaching that for a very long time.
Because my kids here, we don't weightlift. I find every single aspect to make them strong and powerful without them having to put on their spine and their hip, just on their growth plates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you mess that up,
that's it.
So a lot of times the issue that the kids have is that there's so much running is don't put a whole lot of stress on your body. It's the weight, the heavy weights and the compete. You're a superstar athlete should not run every single weekend.
Yeah.
And do one thing when they do a lot of events, I like how they cut down the events now to do 1, 2, 4. Well, what 4x1, 4x at champs is
the kids get the thing is champs is fine for them to navigate, but throughout the
year,
the background and everything leading
background track meet. So if them go JC, let's say Jamaica have 10 million track meets.
Yeah.
So let's say you have your sprinter on the mount. He's a 1-2 sprinter. This week, him run the 100 and a 4x4. Next week, him run the 200 and a 4x4.
Yeah.
Or the other week, him just run a 400 and then him get a rest period where him don't run at all. They just rest and recover. So rest and recover is very important. It's the most important things. And then back when I grew up country, we have food now is not how we had it when we were growing up. So you eat all this fast food, this processed stuff. So they're not getting the nutrients that they need. Because remember, so we never used to take vitamins, but we still get the vitamins. Because we're in coconut water, we're going to the backyard and we pick 2 apple, mango, orange, everything was. Yeah. So it's just how you approach stuff. And a lot of times coaches are focused on just winning champs.
Yeah.
And you have to think long term for the kids.
Yeah.
A lot of times there are kids that can stay in Jamaica and progress, But then there are kids that you need to at least say, if they get a scholarship for go to college, let them go.
Yeah.
Check it out for 1 year. If they don't like it and they want to go pro, they can come back. Because if they go pro and then it don't work out and they're trying to get a scholarship to go to college, it's not going to work. And then Jamaica don't have that system where they provide scholarship for kids to go to
the university like that. Yeah, for everybody.
Yeah,
if you're not top tier.
Yeah.
I found it to be a problem long time. Because when you do the research on the boys' side, the champs winners, how many Olympians they produce?
Yeah.
For all the fast times and all of these things. By the time them reach class 1, it's injuries upon injuries.
Yeah.
And that's why I was kind of upset that Bolt gave a gym to William Nib. I was just hoping that him does never give them the gym. Let them walk the hill as though them walk the hill and get themselves strong. I was kind of disappointed because him come up without the gym. So why force the gym on the little star them now? Because everybody want a big chest.
The gym is fine. It's just don't put 300
heavyweights. Yeah, just the heavyweights. Because you're supposed to lift weights, but just not heavy. You're supposed
to lift weight, but not heavy.
At KC, some of my teammates, some weights where I see in first form, some weights where I see some man lift in first form.
Because he was supposed to be a high jumper, but I don't know him stop grow. I don't know if it's the weights make him stop grow.
Yeah, like you will mess up, applying weight to children's growth plates, it messes up. So let's say, because a lot of time you hear kids complaining, my knee hurt me, my ankle hurt me, my hip hurt me, because those are their areas that they're growing from. So you have to, as coaches, you have to pay attention to your athletes. If they're in pain, make them rest, make them stretch, make them do something. Don't put no weight on them, because when kids are growing, when you're growing, them feel pain. They call it growing pains. So you have to. Coaches have to pay it, but and I think the minister and all the government officials need to pay more attention to what is being done to the kids and
the who?
The minister.
Oh, the ministers. Oh, okay.
Minister of sports and
yeah.
Here Asaf, I was going to ask you what's your thoughts on the whole Asaf thing.
The thing
not
is
being appreciated by
it's culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've learned over the year it's our cultures, because I've been to the point where I've done so well for the country, and then 1 year people telling me I'm fat, I need to retire. They go away and meet the younger youths and all of that.
That's Jamaica.
Yep. So that's Jamaica.
I guess this was about 2001. You went to you didn't go to London.
No, I missed the spot. Been sit by one spot.
As always, wonderful spot.
So, but I mean, I was good. I was happy. My teammates did well. We did really well. So, but the thing is, it's just Jamaica, and it doesn't matter what you say and how you say it. It's just how our culture is, and they're not going to do anything. My only thing is that just have some compassion for people. And
and that's life.
That's life.
The athletes,
because
parents, and kids.
Because literally we struggle for a long period of time to get to where we are without any government assistance. You have athletes that could have been great if they just had some help from athletic federations and our governments, because a lot of times you still have athletes having to work and train and all that, because not everybody gets sponsors.
Yeah.
So you have to, people have to look, and a lot of time people just quit because they go college, they have a degree, they can get a job that's paying them between $50,000 to $70,000 a year. Some of them can make a 6-figure US job. Why would they give that up to continue their track career, even though they're doing so well? So it's just you have to make decisions and stuff.
Yeah, we understand. All right, so tell us your most memorable moment in track and field.
Your career. Before we wrap up, what's the most, when you think back, that was, Yeah. Even top 3. You can name 3 because probably with a long career.
My first, like my most memorable moment was from the 2004 Olympics, where it was, I think it was either the quarterfinals or the semifinal. It was me, Sharon, and Merlene. And I had always wanted to like compete with her. She was running for a different country. She was still Jamaican.
Yeah.
That was even though I won the Olympics gold medal that year, that moment, being able to actually run in a race with her, that was next level. And the fact that like she was there, like 2004 Olympics, Merlene was because we all stayed in the same apartment complex. So Bridget Foster, she knows hair. So hair was on. So the hairstyle and Bridget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sharon and Tanya was the girly ones, so they do like the makeup and stuff. Me and Veronica never did them things there, but did have to participate. And so Merlene was there every single day.
Yeah.
Just chilling with us, and like she was like, you all have the capabilities of winning this. So yeah. And then I braided Kelly Holmes' hair, and she won 2 Olympic gold medals that year.
Yeah.
I'm actually in her book.
After you say them thing there.
I used to Kienro, bad pan the Kienro thing.
Yeah.
So like even the guys that from the American team would come over and Kienro them here and different styles. Yeah. So
2004 Olympics.
2004 Olympics, running with Merlene and then winning the gold medal, and then just celebrating with Veronica with her 200 medal.
That's a really goal.
Yeah, that race was man would drum for joy. I remember that race.
Veronica come around the bend,
yeah.
So actually, I won an Olympic gold medal a couple times because every Veritech athlete that win, my medal.
Which is right.
All right, Aleen. I wish you all the best and keep up the good work. Thank you for coming on Primal and sharing your story with us here.
And take time with the kids.
It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thanks for coming on, Aleen.
And we're going to check back in with you soon, all right? Later on in the year when the track season get hot, we'll check back in.
Yeah. We could ask our expert opinion on some
when the track. When we're
once I'm free, definitely. Yes. So definitely.
All right. Nice.
All right. Thank you, Aleen.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's all a relative.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Aleen.
Yeah. Yes, Peter. So we know what time is it now?
Sports commentary. All right. Well, I'm going to just give you guys a short little tune. Aleen Bailey know why I make this tune, but I'm going to give you a little tune, right? All right, give me a little bar. The wicked them just have to fall, and the righteous man them have to stand tall. Are the wrong man you should have fall when you're back against the wall. Aleen, you know why I'm singing that song? The wicked men them have to fall.
My baby brother, well.
And the righteous man them have to stand tall. Are the wrong man name you go call when you're back against the wall. That is that song was done by a man quite related to Aleen Bailey there. Yeah, man, not a fireman.
Fireman from St. Mary.
Yeah, man, without a doubt. Anyway, me burn a fire against the wicked, the sports commentary now, because I don't know if you notice what's going on in Jamaica. The traffic rules that have been put in on people, and these rules are terrible rules. I mean, we like our government's supposed to be nice to us, but this government is being anything but nice to us. If you saw the lines last week of people trying to beat the deadline to pay outstanding traffic tickets, what is happening with sports? But anyway, as a sportsman, I have it coming. It's not a very good way to move forward. Some rules come in now, we say that every public transportation has to have a child seat in there. And I'm saying, wow, somebody's going to make a lot of money in selling child seats. I wonder who. Because Jamaica going you ban something like, say, paper bag, a plastic bag, and then all of a sudden there's only one man have the paper bag. Jamaica, boy, I don't know. There must be a better way to treat the people than this. The Prime Minister need to do better than that. And I hear now he's wavering on this car seat rule. But then I have a number of rules. The social media got to determine how the laws run nowadays, because there are many of these rules do not make sense. And the rules, if you do a rule don't you study the impact of the rule before you make a law? A law has been foisted upon us without our permission. And remember, government is without our permission. Without our permission. And now you're thinking of changing it a couple of days after you impose it. You're wrong, man. You're wrong. And that's why the fireman burn a lot of these people. But we're going to get to that. So, Nick Kyrgios. I thought this was an act with Nick Kyrgios when he playing lawn tennis and we're saying, boy, that man is a madman. When you see Tyson coming into the ring, you say, boy, I wonder if he really stay like that. But he coming like Nick Kyrgios really stay like that. Nick Kyrgios go court one day for assaulting his girlfriend. Box her down. Giving him talk and him box her down. And when the judge was there it's Australia, they ease up on men, they favor the men to the women.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nick Kyrgios go to court and say, boy, I'm sorry, man, should not do it. And the judge say, okay, I will allow you. If it was you or me, we're going to jail. but you know, the character that Nick play of being a madman look like it's part of his real personality. Crime and violence. But leave the crime for a minute. Sometimes you wonder if we need a police force to fight crime or to fight traffic. Our government seems to put more emphasis in fighting traffic than fighting crime. You wonder if these guys go to bed and go, you know what we need to fix? Traffic. Traffic is what we need to fix. We talk about crime. Don't bother me with crime. Let's fix traffic. UFC 284. Next weekend is the real big fight for the year. Why is it a big fight? Israel Makhachev is going to go up against Volkanovski. Two big men in them division. But there's a 10-kilogram difference between super flyweight or whatever Volkanovski fighter. Volkanovski is Australian, and he's going to fight Makhachev. Makhachev is super strong for his weight class. And I feel Volkanovski will not have a chance. I looked on the fight. As you guys know, my high-level martial arts, I can predict the fight before it goes on. It's an uncanny ability. You should bet money on it, primal audience. But anyway, what is going to happen in the fight is that Makhachev is going to shoot and take Volkanovski to the ground. Volkanovski will be unable to wrest away from the Dagestani wrestler. And he's going to choke him out. So I don't think it's going to last more than 2 rounds. I'm sorry. If you have money, bet on it. No matter what the odds are, you know. Brazil. What can I say about Brazil? Having disappointed me so many times. I watched Manchester United play against a little underdog, Sheffield. Was it Sheffield?
In the semi-final round?
Yes. But what I saw in that match was Anthony played freely. He linked with Casemiro and he linked with Fred. And I saw some beautiful ball. And I'm saying to myself, where was this ball in World Cup? Why Tech was a Brazilian coach. Never allow Anthony to show us these skills. The man have real silky skills. On the right wing side, had he been attacking on that right wing and allowed Vinicius to attack down the left and Neymar staying somewhere behind whoever was playing centre forward, that would have been the Brazil that we all want to see. We'll never see a Brazil like that. Brazil players seem to be the world is gobbling them up to inject skill and pace into their game, but Brazil themselves don't seem to want it. But I wonder, where was that in Qatar? Anthony should have gotten a chance to play. US Open. Finally, the GOAT has established himself. For now, I'm giving him the GOAT title too, the Djokovic. But I mean, when you see how much work Djokovic had to do, many sets going to 4 sets and 5 sets and best of 5 sets, and then you watch the women, Sabalenka and Ting play 3 sets, and so easy, so unexciting. Do you know that they both get the same amount of money? Everybody get $2.8 million. Now, if a woman player, Jesus man, that's the opposite argument for equal pay. It looks so unfair to watch the women's finals and then compared to the men's final, what the men have to go through, and then to see that the ladies get equal money. This is one of this biggest injustice in all of sport. I don't mind the US women's football team getting a big money, but surely in lawn tennis, there is no equivalency between the men's game and the women's game. It's cheesecake versus bread. You understand what I'm saying? No, there's a killing that took place. Back to crime and violence. There's a killing that took place the other day that a primal sports could not just let it run like that. They killed a prominent architect, and they call him the Bolt architect. He's not Bolt architect. He did a job for Bolt. He did a job for everybody. This guy was doing a lot of work. But a bike man ride down the man and assassinate him. And I want to tell you something now, as Jamaicans, all of us are going to be killed by bike men at some point, Because all you have to do is have a quarrel and a bike man will just ride in the traffic and sort you out like a sicario in these Mexican movies. But I have a solution. I don't just complain without solving problems, I am here to solve the problems of the world and give those problems to the world. Now, on a trip to Colombia, I noticed that every motorcycle in Colombia, the rider had on a jacket with the license plate on it and the helmet had the license plate number on it. And I'm going to give this idea free to the Minister of National Security. Who's the minister? Dr. Chang, no? Not Chang? Yeah, I'm going to give this advice to him. Impose the Colombian solution to Jamaica. Force every bike rider to have a jacket with the license plate on it and the helmet with the license plate on it. Pillion riders as well. And it will immediately allow us to enable every bike rider. All it costs them is a jacket. The politicians could be the only people to sell those jackets. Some politician could import helmets and he could have the exclusive to the helmet so that politicians get rich. I just want to make sure I'm alive. So I'm saying to the minister, impose my solution and that sports commentary. What say you?
To solve the problems of not only the nation but the world at large.
Yeah, you can find the solutions right here on Prime, man. Guys, remember the phone lines are open. 876-552-7406. That's 876-552-7406.
That's via WhatsApp only, and feel free to call in now anytime. I mean, give us your sporting topic. Try to keep it on sports. Keep
it in line.
Yeah. Save the sporting world. Feel free to call in now.
I want to shout out to our listeners on Fit 96.7 over there in Trelawney.
Fit FM. Big up yourself every time. Yourself.
Remember, you guys can call in. Feel free.
Yeah, remember the number
sporting
again.
Topic.
1-876-552-7406. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, Peter touched on a couple of things there, and I'm in agreement with how Brazil and the football thing. I think they never played, as you always say, they play defensive football.
To Brazil?
Yeah.
You mean nowadays?
The last World Cup.
No, well,
so I can agree with Peter, with Anthony, them never let them go to express themselves.
It was Sheffield United though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Brazilians are more Europeanized these days anyway. So.
Yeah, and we were on the tennis as well. And
samba there, but yeah.
Yeah. And we were on the tennis earlier.
Yeah.
We're going to continue a little bit on the tennis, but Peter's point, we share the same opinion. The tennis is really, on the men's side, is really 5 hours compared to 1 hour. I'm just wondering who came up with this. I know Serena Williams was an advocate for it earlier, but boy, it really look away though. Mm-hmm. You watch a finals, it's just 1 hour, and the man them have to play like 4 hours in the boiling sun. But
5 sets.
5 sets at that, so I
round after round after round.
Yeah, I think that they really should have a look into that as well.
But I mean, it's both. You get pay based on your global branding.
Obviously.
And female tennis players are branded globally, so I guess that's where the pay scale is.
So they're gonna tip over to.
I mean, both are
the makeup in that era, that era.
Yeah, and plus, female tennis players is the most paid female sport is tennis.
It's tennis players.
So,
well, it is what it is, but I just think it's a little bit unfair. But
plus, females to play 5 sets probably won't be able to last the rounds as much. Yeah, and we do need to see female tennis.
Well, I agree.
So
I agree
for them to play 5 sets would probably it's too gruesome. Yeah.
They don't have the same muscle mass and stuff. So I understand that. I understand that. So let us quickly run back on the big man now, Novak. We have some stats here, and as I said before, he's leading in terms of ATP Masters titles. He has 38. Nadal has 36 at the moment. He has completed the Golden Masters twice. Nobody's ever even done it once. So he's leading by a mile. Longest streak at weeks at number 1 in the history.
And past Federer?
By far, by a great 374. Is number 1 in that as well.
You sure?
Federer is about 310. He has surpassed. And when you look at even the Grand Slams, reaching the finals, he has reached US Open finals 9 times. Winning 3 times.
So he lost 6 finals.
Yes, but he has been to the finals 9 times. You look at the French Open 6 finals. You look at Wimbledon 8 finals. You look at Australian Open 10. You know, and you look at, he's the only player to have been in the final six times in each Grand Slam, 6 or more times in each Grand Slam. So he has all the achievements over both Nadal and.
No, but I mean, you're naming stats that.
No, these are important stats.
But there are other stats as well.
Give me a stat that in favor of Nadal. Give me a stat.
In favor of Nadal?
Yeah, in favor.
I mean,
of
he's the
Nadal.
most dominant player on any one surface.
That proves that. That's correct.
He has a very high win percentage
on clay
overall in lawn tennis history.
Overall,
he's won 2 titles on every surface.
Same as Novak.
Yeah, who did it first?
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
same as Novak. As Novak.
He has had the record for most Grand Slams ever. At one point
last year.
Yeah.
Same.
So I mean, there's stats even for Federer as well. Federer broke the barrier of reaching these feats. So Federer set the tone.
I agree.
So there are cases to make for both players.
But setting the tone and competing is 2 different things. You know what I mean?
And I think
Federer,
Nadal is a rival with Federer. Nadal is a rival with Djokovic. Nadal is last the test of time from both. Where was Novak in the early part?
Novak started out late.
He was there.
Novak started late.
How old is Novak?
He's a little bit younger, maybe 1 year younger, but
basically the same age.
Started out late in terms of
Started out late.
I
mean, came to prominence late. He was there. He came to prominence late.
I had issues in terms of health. Lungs and asthma problem.
And for 10 years, Nadal has won a major at least once. For a 10 year.
You know
period.
what? I think everybody's discounting the ATP. The ATP 1000 Masters. I think everybody's discounting.
Why are you counting it?
Because it is the second most prestigious to the slams.
It's second most prestigious.
And he has won.
It's work after work.
Yeah. And it's 9.
It's Grand Slams is the most prestigious.
You know how hard it is to win all 9 Masters.
Oh, if you play and you're at that level, you can
Nadal
win.
has only won about 7. Federer, I think Federer is about the same.
Nadal is injured a lot.
I'm just telling you.
Nadal tailor himself to be fit and ready for Grand Slams.
You want to know how
and the
great,
wear and tear.
Yeah.
The wear and tear. Remember, said Nadal has been playing from at that level from 2005 to 2000. What year we now? 2023.
Yeah.
Over an 18-year period.
Yeah. And Novak really started out in 2007. I mean, started to win and reach the finals in 2007.
But then. When did Novak?
All right. Well, we have an sorry to break it, Ken. We have an update from the Eric Bell Tennis Center here in Jamaica. Dibs, Mr. Dibs.
Yes.
What's the score there? Roland Phillips up.
Randy Phillips just cleaned up a while ago.
Yeah.
Just cleaned up.
Up 1-0. So we're up
1-0. Jamaica is up 1-0 now. Exactly where we want to be.
Right away.
Yes.
And I mean, the stands are full now. I mean, let me tell you. We do not. The fans got full.
Yeah. So it's Blaze coming up now.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna be cheering everybody alive.
Yeah.
By the way, say hi to the female.
That's
version of what's going on down there.
National champion there.
National female champion at tennis. Yeah. So Jamaica is up 1-0 now against Estonia and
yes,
Blaze
right where we want to be.
Blaze been
and you know the big man is coming in right now to clean it up.
Yeah, go up 2-0
as he should.
Yeah, big things there happening down at the tennis center.
This is what we want tennis to be, man. This is like if you're at US Open or like that, the vibe is like that. Yeah. You know, really national support, everything.
Yeah, seeing the colors. As a national, representing.
Gotta represent.
You know, as I tell people, once a national, always a national.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Big things there. Thanks for the update.
All right, I'll let you know. Hold on. You know this man?
Yep. Another national. Yeah, badminton.
Mr. Jamaica.
I'm there.
Yeah, all right.
All right, thank you.
All right, cool.
Big badminton player there, Robert Richards as well.
One of the greatest badminton players. So we have one of the greatest badminton players, one of the greatest table tennis players down there giving their support at the Eric Bell Tennis Center.
Yes,
you see the link up?
Yes, we see
badminton, tennis, lawn tennis. I mean, yeah. I mean, big things happening there. And Jamaica up 1-0 against Estonia.
So it's not as if Blaze was the man to take 2. I was just hoping for somebody else to just take 1.
Hopefully he can win 3-0.
Yeah.
Blaze. Yeah.
Should be able.
Yeah, so I mean, it would be good for us to go up 2-0 and going into day 2
and close off
tomorrow with the doubles. But big win there from Roland Phillips. I mean,
sounded confident last night. They interviewed him and said, "Boy, I'm ready. I'm ready to represent."
Yeah, I mean,
so let's
go there and represent the country. I mean, is a big feat, and to do it in front of your home stands. Yeah. So hopefully Blaze can blaze the trail and go up 2-0 for Jamaica.
Blaze is definitely the trump card for us here. So
he's our number 1 player, and he's active on the US circuit. And we did an interview with him a couple of weeks back. And our first caller for the day. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Paramount Sports. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Not hearing him.
Not hearing your caller. Hello, good afternoon. I guess the caller, something is wrong on that end. Probably you call us back. Yeah, but yeah, sticking on tennis. Yeah, I mean, you're pitching yourself, about.
No. Well,
but they're all stats and numbers. I tell you.
What do you think about 374?
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Paramount Sports.
Seems as if I had a problem with the line there. It's all good.
We're not hearing the caller.
Yeah, man. So 374 weeks at number 1. Yeah. Doing something that no other tennis player has ever done. Twice, and even once 2 times. Winning the ATP Grand Finals, and that's also some people regard that as next to the the Grand Slam. So Novak is well on his way. I'm looking forward to the French Open. It should be a big matchup because the King of Clay will be back by that time. I know he has an injury. Nadal, he's always have a little niggle here and there. So I'm really looking forward to Alcaraz coming back as well, and Nadal in the field along with Joker. I think the French Open will be his crowning moment. There will be no discussion after the French Open. I think Nadal will win this. Not Nadal, sorry.
You said it right.
I think Novak will win this French Open. I think he will win this French Open.
And then go
the US Open, they took it away from him, not allowing him to participate. So I think he's going to make up for it on the clay.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Paramount Sports. We seem to have the problems from our end. We need to fix that. Callers, hold up a second there. Yeah, probably it's from our end. We're trying to fix that with our technician. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Paramount Sports.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Kane.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Is that Peter?
Yeah. Peter and Dale here with us.
And Dale, good afternoon, man. Great program, great interview with
Aleen Bailey. Yeah.
Yes, very, very refreshing.
Yeah, to see.
She's a very, she has a very lovely personality.
Yeah.
Everything you can ever think about, you'd ever want, and it just shows you the type of athletes that we produce in Jamaica.
Yeah, very
wonderful soul. Funny enough, I was wondering the other day what was happening with her. So it's good to keep in touch with these athletes who made us proud, 10, 15, 20 years ago to see what, reminiscing about what they did back then and where they are now. You know, that's very interesting.
And the humility with it as well. I mean.
Yeah. You know, coming out, I love the story about Merlin and when they stayed in the same apartment complex and all that, and how Merlin encouraged them. You know, very few persons knew about that. You know, including myself. So you know, I found it very refreshing.
Yeah.
So that was good. One other thing, when it comes on to the two other things, the tennis. I just want to correct Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Steffi Graf, he should have said on the men's side.
Yeah.
Steffi Graf actually is 377 weeks.
Yeah,
she's ahead of him.
Novak Novak is on the men's side. So Steffi Graf has the overall record in the sport. So I just wanted to correct that. But the other thing that I think was significant in the Australian Open was the fact that Novak played with a 3 inches tear on that muscle. You know what I mean? That is unheard of. I mean, the organizers were saying that normally when somebody have any 98% of the players would have withdrawn from the tournament. And that I think is significant because he got that tear in the Adelaide Open that he won as well.
Yeah.
Right? And it came into, I mean, and also the fact that he has not lost in Australia since his winning streak goes back since 2018. I mean, is that deep? I can tell you, you know, there's very little between him and the Nadal. At the end of the day, remember, you know, at the end of the day, there's so much pros and cons between both that I think we just have to agree that who has the most. We call the goal.
When I hope the career is over, I said I'm done.
When the careers are over, because alright, I'll give you an example, gentlemen. If we think back, I remember, because I'm watching tennis long enough to remember this, and you guys would agree. At one stage, Pete Sampras was regarded as the number one,
all-time great, with 14 Grand Slams.
We don't talk about it anymore. But he was when he had the 13 there. Nobody was close.
Yeah,
you understand. So I think at the end of the day, regardless of who we personally love, you know, the two of them are in 22. What it looks like to me is that two things on the tennis. It looks like Novak may have another 2 left in him. Yeah, you know, in his career. Nadal may have one. If Nadal doesn't win the French Open this year, I think that's it.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, we can agree on that. So at the end of the day, whoever has the most, you know,
funny enough, Nadal is my player. My favorite player is Nadal, and I still have Federer as the GOAT. So I don't really equate it down to Grand Slam victories only. I mean, I like to use the eye test. And for me, Federer is elegant and on his day hitting ground strokes and finding spots. And I said, that's why I have Federer as the greatest, because peak for peak, I don't think he can beat Federer. When he's on, let me
ask you something. On grass, which is Federer's best, I'm throwing out something to you, gentlemen, now. On grass, which is Federer's best surface, you'll agree, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
At the top of his career, versus Pete Sampras on the same at the top of his career. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah. If you can remember, Pete had the serve and volley game. Think about it. Federer against Pete at the top of their career. That would have been a significant. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who would have won that match.
I'm going with Federer.
I don't want to put Nadal in the mix, or because they have their preferences in terms of
surfaces. Yeah.
But that would have been a match because both of them they're good at the top of their career. They would have been, you know, very good serve and volley players and all that. But the last point I want to make about the tennis, though, before I close, is what about what we better enjoy is the next year or two. I would like to see a fit Nadal for the French and a fit Novak. Yes. I think that because we're coming towards the end of both of them careers.
I don't think you can see a fit Nadal ever again with all those wear and tear. 18 years
we know
plus.
That. But I hope that he will be selective with his tournaments going up, you know, leading up to the French and all that. And I hope Novak. Yeah, because let me tell you, let's face it. the same thing that is happening, I'm making a prediction here. The same thing that is happening on the women's side, where it becomes unpredictable. Yeah. You're going to have 4 different Grand Slam winners every year going forward. Yeah. Lucky if we have the same player winning twice. I mean, Iga is the closest to do it. We better enjoy this now, because this you're not gonna. The men's side is gonna be the same. We're not seeing anybody coming who is gonna dominate.
Yeah, nobody.
We see Alcaraz. We've seen Medvedev, we've seen
Felix,
we've seen Tsitsipas. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much of them, and you're gonna find each of them taking one of the Slams. So this is a golden era when it comes on to tennis. So we better enjoy. Last thing on football, what do you think about Arsenal chances of? This morning,
losing 1-0.
Nobody expected that. Yeah. They lost 1-0 to Everton, who had recently had to change their manager. Yeah. So I would love to hear you guys' prediction now with 19 matches to go. But remember, Arsenal still has
a 5-point lead
to play twice.
Yeah, City to play.
They still have City to play twice. Remember, the match was postponed. So there's a postponed match against City to come. So they home and away, they have City twice. I mean, That I think is. So I'd love to hear, after I hang up, what you guys think about the championship now with all that is happening now. If what's your take on that? Yeah. And also I want you to spend a little time to talk about at what point do you, when you say that the coach loses the team. I mean, because with Everton changing the manager, the new manager this morning, that Everton team who looked like they couldn't beat very technical. I mean, they bounced back with they sprint this morning. You understand? They were quick on the ball and everything. Yeah. And I say that because of my team, Liverpool. But I want to hear you guys' prediction as to who you think. After I hang up, who you think will win the championship? Will City defend their championship? What's your thoughts on that? So you can spend a little time to speak a little about the English Premier League and where you see that going.
All right. Thanks for the call, Keith.
Yeah, man.
All right. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Football, boy. Ken?
Yeah. Football. Yeah, well, Arsenal, they had a tough loss today to Everton, which, I mean, I expected Arsenal to drop points here and there. I expected it to happen from before, but Arsenal playing good football. Also, City as well. I expect them to drop points, but as I said last week's show, I expect City to win the title. I don't see Arsenal holding them off. As Keith, two matches against Arsenal, but where the
go ahead. Yeah, man, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Prime Sports. One Prime. Yeah.
I don't understand being on this good argument. On one hand, you use statistics, and on the other hand, when it comes to football and Messi is another thing. So, which is it?
All over the place, but in break it down and say one is individual and one is team sport.
Team is different from individual. The individual you can use you can just use straight out stats.
No, you can't use straight out stats for the team.
At some point you can.
So it's an individual sport.
No, you can use it for both sports, but with team sports you have to take other things into account.
But you fry Messi because other people miss.
No, I fry Messi because he don't show up.
I'm sure.
That's why I fry him. He don't show up. And Mardan has never disappointed, even in a loss. Even in a loss, Mardan has never ever disappointed.
You don't even watch Mardan play. We talk about Mardan.
Mardan has never ever disappointed.
Go back to the win-loss thing. You can do that with teams?
No.
You can't do that with teams?
No, to an extent.
You know that Messi win more matches than Mardan, percentage-wise.
Obviously, he play with better teammates. Go ahead, Frank.
So close to Karim right now. He's like a couple games away from me.
63 points away.
After all is said and done, would you say LeBron is the goal? It will still be a debate between LG and MJ?
No, because of points? No, you remember him play way more games than MJ now. So being the all-time scoring leader, that don't say anything.
The Karim wasn't good before.
You know what I mean? So you wouldn't really use that. In team sports, there's a number of things that you can use, But just scoring stats alone, all-time scoring stats, while you're playing maybe 200 more games, you can't count that. For me, when I'm analyzing a basketball, I look at how him impact the game, you know. I look at the skill sets, the fundamentals, and the mentality. But
you can use it for every sport.
Yeah, that is why I take Maradona over Messi, because I think Maradona is physically stronger. I think he can kick the ball from a wider range. I think he's just as skilled in passing and everything. But the most important thing for me is that Maradona is a bulldog. He's a go-getter. You know, he will never disappoint you. Maradona will fight to the end. That's the only difference. Well, that's one of the other things. Apart from him being more, and I think
I agree to disagree.
So you don't think Maradona is a physically stronger player?
For example, like tennis and table tennis.
You don't agree that Maradona is a physically stronger player than Messi?
LeBron is a physically stronger player than Jordan.
But skill-wise, they're both skillful.
Yeah,
they have the same skill sets.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the person who's more...
Messi is a better finisher. Messi is a better passer.
You have the stats about that, huh?
It's there. Most assists all time. Look at the goals. I mean...
Player than Messi. All right. Well, in a nutshell, for me, if I'm just as skilled as you and I am more explosive,
Messi's more explosive.
No, Messi cannot be more explosive.
Messi's faster.
No way.
Messi's faster.
If you look at Maradona build,
and plus Maradona run against some man where
don't
physically
no.
Are the players physically faster and stronger now?
Physically fast and strong.
I'm more technical. The players that they're playing against.
I think the players they're more like
Missy Maradona push some ball and run past some man where
Maradona was explosive.
You're supposed to be on the football field.
Hold on. Let me just clear up this argument.
For me, it's still there.
Yeah.
I think in a team sport, I would say to be called a coach within a team sport is much harder than an individual sport.
I agree.
You have to still possess those same physical attributes. You have to still possess those same that same attribute of that person doing a single sport.
I think it's just hard to compare across eras. It's hard to compare against eras.
Intensity to a team, and you're gonna try and bring that team to rally around you.
Yeah.
So I think in a team sport, that person to me would be a greater goal than a person who is playing an individual sport, because in an individual sport, you control your own destiny. It's you versus the other person. You have to do what you have to do. But when you're in a team, you have to bring that same level of intensity, that same level of play, and you have to get that your next 11 or 5 players with you on that level.
I agree. So, you have to be the leader of the army.
And it's tough to compare across eras as well, because it's a different game.
We're gonna leave that.
In each sport, if you look at it, it's a different game. Basketball in the 90s is different from basketball now. Football back in the 80s is different from football now. I mean, when you look at it, even boxing, who is the greatest boxer of all time? Why is it Muhammad Ali when Floyd Mayweather is undefeated and is a tactician? But most people tend to shy away from saying Floyd is the GOAT. But there's a different weight class, different boxers in fighting against. Versus a Muhammad Ali or a Mike Tyson who has had losses.
You know what them look.
So against to compare eras.
When they look at Muhammad Ali, and I'll always back this. I think the people that were born 50 years ago, they're more naturally gifted than the people that are born in this modern time. Right? That is my argument. Muhammad Ali was a extreme hands quick movement, footwork. That is why them rate Muhammad. Yeah. It's not just the wins and the losses. It's just how him conduct himself in the ring.
And what you say about a prime Tyson?
A prime Mike Tyson? I put Tyson at number 2. All right, one prime.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's hard to compare across eras, and there's a lot to it. You have to have an impact not only just on the playing field, but outside the playing field as well. That's why I think Muhammad Ali edges everybody.
Yeah, man.
Michael Jordan, Roger Federer.
Yeah.
What you do for the sport, not only on the playing field, but outside. Because at the end of the day, sports is entertainment.
Yeah.
Sports is entertainment. And Messi, Michael. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Prima Sports.
Yeah, man, afternoon.
We're doing good. We're doing good on our end.
Alright, you guys can hear me now. Great.
Clear.
Okay.
Oh, you're the caller I was calling before. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. No problem, man.
PD.
Right,
well, we know who we're talking to. For the viewers and the listeners.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Great show as usual, guys. Great interview with Aleen Bailey. You know, I just want to touch on the tennis and the GOAT debate.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. First of all, I want to commend the team for actually televising this Davis Cup match.
Yeah.
Because I'm here sitting at home watching it. It's quite interesting.
Tell us the score. What's the score like? We're in studio.
Phillips.
Yeah. You want?
Say that again.
No, tell us the score, because we're in studio, so we couldn't get to watch a match live at this moment.
Blaze is play now? Blaze.
But yeah, man, it was a good match by Roland Phillips, man. Good display overall. You know, he represented himself well.
Yeah.
So, good win for Team Jamaica, and looking forward to the rest of the competition.
Yeah.
On the international tennis scene, with the whole debate of Novak versus Nadal versus Federer. I mean, for me, Federer is the GOAT. And while touching on the GOAT topic, I don't particularly agree that there can be a GOAT. As in a GOAT, as you said, the sport has changed from then to now, regardless of who the players are. So my GOAT actually spelled GOTE, which is greatest of the era. And I think Federer is probably the greatest of our era. And
your era,
I have my personal biases when I would say that. Sorry.
That's your era. Continue.
Yeah, that's my era. I mean, that's dominantly my era. As much as I was there to see Agassi and Sampras in their primes, you know, I think this present tennis era is more my era. I mean, Federer and the team have been dominated for the past 20 years, basically. So that would truly be our tennis lifespan. Yeah. You know,
and Nadal is still there.
The basketball side, LeBron winning the scoring title. I mean, hats off to him. What if and when he does?
I mean,
hats off to him. But that doesn't change the greatest discussion. That has no merit to the greatest discussion. Just another start, just another accolade for him. But
it adds to his debate.
It doesn't do much to the discussion.
Yeah, I mean, it adds to the people who debate for him. There's always pros and cons. I mean, personally, you have to set aside, I mean, your likes and dislikes, because LeBron has his fans, and we also know he has his haters as well. But he's definitely in the argument, and what he has done for the sport.
One thing with LeBron, and I mean, people who know me will know LeBron is not my player, but I can't take greatness from him. He's a great basketball player. I'll never debate that. I give him that.
And I mean, for the people, what you spell it as GOTE, this is their era, and people who grew up on LeBron, and that's what they see. You can't tell them that LeBron is not the GOAT. That's why in the debate you have to do your research and go back in the times of
this era.
So let me ask you something. Can you imagine?
You're saying that there's somebody greater than LeBron in his era? Oh, you're saying somebody's greater than LeBron in his era?
No, my issue with LeBron is LeBron doesn't follow the blueprint of the greats. Right? If you look at Jordan, if you look at Kobe, they excelled at their position essentially, right? And they would put the team on their backs if necessary. But one thing they always did, both of them, and you'll read this across the media continuously, they were basically hated by their teammates because they would always push you. They would push you to excel. LeBron, well, my biggest problem with LeBron is that whichever team he's on, when they are sacking off, he starts playing everybody's position. I feel like LeBron builds great teammates around him.
Yeah.
Great point.
That is my biggest thing with LeBron.
Great point. I'm not a hater, but great point.
I mean, LeBron.
That's my biggest thing with
LeBron is so. People say LeBron is a great teammate, and he passes a lot and gets everybody involved.
He's the greatest.
People said they get LeBron involved.
Didn't catch that.
Everybody says LeBron is a great teammate and he gets everybody involved on the court. Versus the rest who say the Michael Jordans and the Kobe are selfish.
But if they wish to say that, that sounds like a player's comment.
Yeah, players say that he gets everybody involved. He's a pass first player.
Because he's such a likable person.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah, that's a great point though. LeBron for me, high fiving, always laughing on the sideline. You know, yeah, you remember those days with Cavs and when they won about 60 odd games in the regular season and they choke it off against Orlando.
Honestly, personally, I think LeBron would have won at least 2 or 3 more rings if he was that kind of teammate that forced his teammates to step up.
Yeah.
You know?
That fight, yeah.
That's just my take.
that big shot by Ray Allen.
I mean, as usual, great show, guys. Always a pleasure listening. You know, keep it prime up.
All right, respect for the call.
And even when you watch even when you watch Steve Kerr, you know, him and Steve Kerr fight and thing during training. But Steve Kerr says like it make him get stronger for that big moment. Yeah. But when LeBron high fiving and laughing and pass the ball to Mayu in the corner, I can't remember the name. Kyle, Ashton Kutcher, McCall. What's his name?
Kyle Korver.
Yeah, man, and he missed the shot. It's because LeBron never test them in training. It's part of it, you know. But
even so, you touch on a lot of things with LeBron. Yeah. There's a lot of pros for LeBron, but the cons. One of my biggest deterrent factors in LeBron GOAT conversation is going to Miami.
Or leaving for a team up with other people.
You cannot, as a big man,
yeah.
You cannot leave your town, go at next month town.
Wade County.
Go Wade County. I remember so Wade win already. You know?
Yeah, Wade winning 06. Yeah.
Wade win already. So you go. If Wade never win now, and you say, all right, come in. We got the although LeBron was the man on that team, and he led the team to victory, was the
second
leading
year.
factor.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go Wade County. Wade have to come your place, man. I say, come and do it. You're big man, you have to protect.
And then him start this whole player movement thing, and everybody had team up on the NBA.
Different era. Different era.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, the GOAT topic is a debate that we'll all have. Essentially, all of the people have their opinions and have their favoritism. But I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm sticking.
It's just good for discussion.
Yeah, I'm sticking to what I'm saying. This year, Novak would win the French Open, and we're moving on from tennis. LeBron would surpass Kareem in all-time points, and he'll still remain number 2.
He's not number 2 for me. He's one of the greatest players of all time. But I mean, and plus the media pushes it. The media pushes the narrative. Get it thinking. But if you sit down and watch the sport and watch it, I mean,
different ball game. Yeah, man. We really, and I made a comment last week. I hope some of the viewers took the time out to go watch some YouTube videos of Penny Hardaway. In 95, 96. I still think that Penny is a better pure basketball player than LeBron. He got injured in 1997, ACL injury, and never recovered from then. But if you watch Penny Hardaway within the first 3 seasons, you'd have seen greatness.
Who's the most entertaining basketball player you ever watched?
Obviously, MJ.
Okay. Who's the most entertaining footballer you ever watched?
Oh, that's rough right there.
No, I mean, who's the most entertaining?
That's rough right there.
For you, some people, I've had this conversation with people and people tell me Ronaldinho. I'm like, you're fine. People
it probably will be Ronaldinho.
I'm just saying, people say that.
During that little period at Barcelona.
Some people say that. For me, it's Messi, obviously. But I'm just saying.
It could be Messi as well. It could be Messi.
Who's the most entertaining tennis player you ever watched play?
Entertaining?
Yeah.
Oh, John McEnroe.
For me, no, it's Roger Federer. The elegance, to watch elegance and appreciate.
Quiet, John would plus the umpire.
No, but plus
and throw him racket, I'm like that.
But I'm just saying, plus you're a coach, and you play table tennis. So we have a tend to finer points. We like to say, timing, the technical ability, the ground strokes. the proper strokes.
Yeah.
I mean, the touch.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't just watch the sport and be like, yo, you see that shot? But we see the movement to get that shot.
Yeah.
And the fake and the pass or whatever sport it is. So we might watch out a different eye and see entertainment differently than somebody.
Yeah, obviously. But
for us and entertainment, the precision, for me, the most entertaining tennis player I've seen.
It's Federer.
Well, I'm not talking about the noise. It's Federer. I'm just touching on the entertainment factor because you have to be entertained. I sit down and watch Messi and be like, yo, this guy is just...
The things that him do.
Head and shoulders above everybody. So...
why I choose Mac, you know, when I was young and Mac, I get the crowd excited. Yeah. Even Jimmy Connors, you know, the excitement that these guys brought.
No, Nick Kyrgios is entertaining to watch.
Well, that is true. But
so, the most entertaining tennis player though.
We haven't seen enough of Nick yet. We haven't seen enough of Nick yet.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but for me, I put John McEnroe.
Nick Kyrgios is like entertaining in a way, like John McEnroe. But in terms of on the court and playing, as I said, when Jordan in the air and floating and switching hands, and be like, when Jordan find the spot and post up, and be like, yo, and then Jordan going to the, you can't mark that. You can't mark that. I'm do shy away from the one time, hey, you know?
Yeah. I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I know what you're saying about.
Is LeBron that entertaining to watch?
No, not.
Are you entertained by watching LeBron play basketball?
I'd rather watch Charles Barkley than LeBron. I tell you the truth. And Charles wasn't that entertaining either. But I just tell you, but guys, you know, the big show coming up next week, you know.
Yeah, next week we're going to break down NFL.
Yes.
By next week, LeBron will have the most points. He's 63 points away.
To close it against Milwaukee.
We predicted him to do it against Milwaukee, I think February the 7th.
We didn't even get to touch on Kyrie wanting a trade.
I mean, I think it's just to get a max contract.
Oh, nobody's going to give him a max.
Next week, we break down the Super Bowl. We'll have the final results of the Davis Cup tie. Jamaica will beat Estonia. We are predicting that now.
The producer want to make an announcement.
Just so you know, the second rubber has started between Blaise Bicknell and his Estonian counterpart. Jamaica is already down a break. So he's already lost serve and the Estonian is up 2-0.
Up 2-0.
Yeah. Yes. So we might be in for a long evening.
Yes, it seems that way.
Yeah. And tomorrow is the reverse singles plus the doubles. We start tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the Eric Bell Tennis Center with the doubles. Hopefully we can close it out 3-0, but if not, they'll have the reverse singles, and we wish Team Jamaica the best, and I think we pull this victory off on home court side.
Yes.
So good luck to those guys. And next week show, I mean, you know, it's a packed show, and we break down the NFL.
Super Aleen first before.
Yeah, great interview.
Big up Aleen
bubbly
Bailey.
Personality.
Yeah,
and she
former Olympian. Nice interview, you know.
And Dibs,
just like Shelley.
And the GenSec of the Tennis Association, Joseph Dibs, a good friend of ours, thanks for, you know,
updating us
with what's going on at the Eric Bell Tennis Center, chiming in, taking the time off. And I mean, one love from the Primal Sports Dex. We see you next week.
Same time, same place.
Peace out.